You know that feeling when you clean up, but just a few days later, everything feels messy again. I've been there, and it's exhausting. It feels like no matter how much you clean, the clutter keeps coming back, and you start wondering if you're ever going to get ahead of it. I used to feel that way all the time, but I realized the solution wasn't a huge cleaning spree. It was small, consistent changes that made a bigger difference over time. Today, I want to show you exactly how you can start making small changes that will help keep your space organized without feeling overwhelmed. No need for massive cleaning sessions that drain you. It's about simple steps you can take every day to keep things under control. I've used these methods in my own home, and trust me, I've seen a huge difference. It's been months now, and my space feels lighter and more manageable without the endless cycle of cleaning and re-cleaning. And the first tip I'm going to share is one I wish I had started years ago. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Let's start with the first one. Try creating the habit of cleaning up immediately after using something. This might seem like a small change, but it makes a huge difference. I was honestly surprised when I tried it for the first time. I used to think cleaning required a long, big session, but I realized that just changing a few small habits each day makes everything easier. When we let clutter pile up, it just adds to the feeling of overwhelm. But if you clean up right after using something, not only will your space stay tidy, but you'll also feel much better. For example, after you eat, instead of leaving the dishes and waiting until later to wash them, just clean them right after you're done. That small action means you won't be facing a huge pile of dishes at the end of the day. This applies to any item in your home. After using something, just put it back in its place. These small habits don't take up much time, but will help keep your space organized. Honestly, I don't have to do big cleaning sessions anymore because I've kept things tidy by maintaining small habits throughout the day. Think about it. How many times have you felt frustrated by the clutter in your living room or kitchen? It's exhausting, right? But if you start cleaning right after you use something, you won't have to worry about those big messes anymore. I've been using this method for months now, and my space has stayed organized. Everything feels simpler, and I feel much more relaxed. Now try this simple habit today. After each meal, instead of letting the dishes pile up clean off the table right away, you'll notice the difference on the very first day. A small action like this will make your space feel less cluttered and less stressful. And here's the thing. This habit is just the beginning. In the next video, I'll be talking about a few more small but powerful steps that will help you save money, simplify your life even more, and avoid the temptation to buy things you don't really need. You'll want to watch it, trust me, because those small decisions can really make a big impact, and you don't want to miss out on these game-changing tips. And now let's move on to the next thing waiting for you. Let's move on to the next step. Earlier, I showed you how to clean immediately after using something. Now, what if you took it a step further and set up a simple, consistent cleaning schedule? Creating a cleaning routine can make all the difference. Without a schedule, cleaning can feel like a never-ending task. When everything piles up, it becomes so overwhelming. But with a little planning, keeping your space clean becomes manageable and stress-free. Instead of tackling everything at once, break it down into smaller tasks. A simple way to do this is by dedicating just 10 minutes each week to clean one specific area. For example, every Monday you could take 10 minutes to clean a corner of your home like the kitchen counter or the living room table. You'd be surprised how much difference this small change can make. It's not about cleaning everything at once. It's about making cleaning a part of your routine in small, manageable doses. When you have a set schedule, you no longer feel like you're cleaning all the time. You've already created small, sustainable habits that keep your space tidy without feeling burdened by it. Honestly, when I started doing this, I realized I didn't need those huge cleaning marathons anymore. Keeping things tidy became part of my routine, just like brushing my teeth. By sticking to this small routine, you'll notice your space staying cleaner without the stress. And just like when we cleaned right after using something, small steps make a big difference. It doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Trust me, once you start, you'll feel the benefits. And now let's move on to the next step waiting for you. Up next, we have the next step, dealing with those sentimental items that are hard to part with. I get it. We all have things that hold memories. Maybe it's an old gift, a piece of clothing, or something that reminds us of a special time in our lives. These items may no longer be useful, but we keep them because of the emotions tied to them. I've been there too, and it can feel overwhelming. But here's the truth. Keeping too many sentimental items can add to the clutter and make your space feel cramped. So how do you handle this? The key is not to get rid of everything, but to be intentional about what you keep. You don't need to keep everything that holds sentimental value. Focus on the things that truly bring joy or hold real meaning to you, and let go of the rest. Here's what worked for me. When I couldn't let go of something, I started putting it into a separate box. That way, I could keep it without it cluttering up my daily space. If you're still hesitant to part with things, try keeping only a few items that are most important to you. It's not about throwing everything away. It's about making room for the things that matter most. Try this. Grab a box and begin sorting through the items you no longer use. This is a simple way to let go of things that are just taking up space without any real value. Keep the items that truly matter and don't feel pressured to keep everything. Start with the items that mean less to you and see how it feels. You might be surprised by how much easier it becomes. When I started this process, I was amazed at how much lighter I felt. Each time I let go of something unnecessary, my space felt more open and manageable. The more I did it, the easier it became. So take a box and start sorting. Keep only what you truly cherish. This simple action will reduce clutter and help you hold on to what really matters. Now let's move on to the next step that's waiting for you. Now let's talk about something that's often the hardest part of decluttering, the sentimental items. We all have things that hold memories, like gifts from loved ones, old photos, or trinkets from special occasions. It's hard to let go of these things because they are tied to important moments in our lives. I totally understand that feeling. I've been there too. When you look at an item and it brings back a memory, it's not just a thing, it's a connection to a moment in time. But here's the thing, holding on to everything can create clutter and make it harder to appreciate the meaningful things. What you want to do is hold on to the items that truly have sentimental value and let go of the rest. For me, it wasn't about throwing everything out. It was about being selective. I kept the items that brought me joy or reminded me of truly special moments, like a letter from a close friend or a photo from a family holiday. These items didn't just take up space, they brought meaning to my home. Everything else I felt okay letting go of. If you're struggling with this, try this as you go through your items. Take a moment to think about how each one makes you feel. Does it remind you of something important? Does it spark joy or bring back a happy memory? If so, keep it. If not, it might be time to part with it. Trust me, once I started focusing on the things that really mattered to me, it became easier to let go of the rest. It wasn't about getting rid of everything, but about choosing the things that truly made me feel connected to my past. It's these items that make a home feel personal and meaningful. So go ahead, take a moment to look through your things. You'll definitely find a few items that hold special memories. Don't hesitate to keep those. Just remember, you don't have to keep everything. Only hold on to what really brings value to your life. And now let's move on to the next thing waiting for you. Okay, here's a different approach. Organizing your space by color. It might sound simple, but it's honestly one of the easiest ways to make your space look cleaner and more organized. When I first started organizing, I was overwhelmed by the thought of sorting everything. But when I decided to group things by color, I realized just how much easier it was to find items, and my space looked better without requiring hours of work. Organizing by color doesn't just make your space look pretty, it's practical. If you've ever spent too much time digging through clutter to find something, you'll understand. By organizing items in a way that's visually appealing, like grouping them by color, everything becomes much easier to find. For example, when I organized my clothes by color, I stopped wasting time searching for the right outfit. I also applied this to my kitchen and bookshelves. By sorting everything into color-coded sections, I was able to quickly grab what I needed. I didn't have to sort through a pile of mismatched items anymore. I was amazed at how quickly I could locate things. Here's something I want you to try. Pick a small section of your space, whether it's your bookshelf closet or even your desk. Start by grouping items by color. The change is noticeable right away. It's not just about making your space look better, it also makes your life easier because you won't spend time searching for things. Give it a try, and you'll see how much smoother everything works. It's one of the easiest changes you can make that will immediately improve the look and function of your space. And now let's move on to the next step waiting for you. Let's talk about something that makes all the hard work worth it, creating a relaxing space after cleaning. It's not just about having a clean home, it's about having a home that feels peaceful and comfortable. The last thing you want is to feel stressed out by the space you've just tidied up. If you're in a smaller space, this is especially important. To make the room feel more open and less cramped, use light colors and natural light to your advantage. Light walls and furniture help open up the space, making it feel airy and relaxed. You don't have to repaint everything, just adding lighter elements like throw pillows or light-colored rugs can make a huge difference. Another game changer is natural light. When I first started paying attention to this, I didn't realize how much of an impact it could have. I used to keep my blinds closed most of the time, but once I opened them, the room immediately felt brighter and bigger. Try to move furniture to allow as much sunlight into the room as possible. Even if you don't have large windows, mirrors can reflect light and make the space feel lighter and more open. I also like to keep surfaces clear and tidy, which really contributes to the overall feeling of peace. If everything's in its place, the space feels more organized and it's easier to relax. Even if you just spent hours cleaning, you'll want to make sure it stays that way, so you can truly enjoy the fresh, calming environment you've created. So take a look around. How can you let more light into your space? Maybe rearranging a few things to open up the area or pulling back the curtains for more natural light. These little changes make a big impact. And now let's move on to the next thing waiting for you. And this comes from Swedish death cleaning. I know the name sounds intense, but it's really about simplifying your life by only keeping the things that truly matter. It's not about getting rid of everything, but about thoughtfully deciding what adds real value to your life and letting go of the rest. This approach isn't about throwing everything out, but about living with purpose and reducing clutter both physically and mentally. I've applied this method myself, and I was surprised by how much it helped clear my mind. The process is simple. Look at each item you own and ask yourself, does this serve me now? Does it make my life easier or more joyful? If the answer is no, it's time to let it go. Whether it's clothes you haven't worn in years, old kitchen gadgets, or books you've already read, getting rid of things you don't use or need will give you more space both in your home and in your mind. To get started, I recommend taking just 5 minutes to look around your home and think about the things that no longer fit your life. It could be something as small as that pile of papers or an old piece of furniture you never use. Don't overthink it. Just let go of what isn't serving you anymore. This simple decision will create space for the things that are more important, and you'll feel lighter and less overwhelmed. One of the biggest challenges is letting go of sentimental items. But the key here is realizing that memories aren't in the objects. They're in your heart and mind. You don't need to keep everything to remember the good times. Letting go doesn't mean you're losing those memories. It's about creating a space that supports the life you're living right now. When I first tried Swedish death cleaning, I was amazed at how freeing it felt. I didn't just get rid of things, I made room for the things I truly care about. It wasn't a huge project, but just taking small steps to simplify helped me create a calm, clutter-free space. So, take a moment today, pick one area and start thinking about what's no longer useful. You don't need to do everything at once, just start small and you'll see the difference. Now let's move on to the next step waiting for you. Okay, this is really about making decisions while decluttering. This can be the hardest part, deciding what to keep and what to let go. It's tough because many items carry sentimental value, or we just get used to having them around. But here's the thing, holding on to things that no longer serve you creates mental and physical clutter. So how do you know what to keep? Start by asking yourself a simple question. Does this item add real value to my life? If it does, keep it. If not, it's time to let it go. It sounds simple, but it's so effective. The goal is to hold on to the things that are useful or meaningful to your life today, not things that remind you of the past or that you never use. When I first tried this, I was shocked by how much I was holding on to just out of habit. It's easy to think we need everything we've collected over time, but honestly, you don't. The more I asked myself that simple question, the easier it became to let go of things I didn't need. By making this decision, I created space for things I actually love and use. I also realized that getting rid of things that no longer serve me isn't a loss, it's freeing. Now take a few minutes to go through a drawer, a closet, or a shelf in your home. For each item, ask yourself, does this add value to my life? If the answer is no, it's time to let it go. Trust me, it's not as hard as it seems once you get started. And don't worry if it feels overwhelming at first. Just take it one step at a time. Start small, and over time, you'll start to feel lighter. You don't need to keep everything, just keep what matters. Now let's move on to the next step that's waiting for you. And this is something that can make a huge difference in how you feel after cleaning, taking a moment to relax and enjoy the space you've just tidied. It's easy to rush through the cleaning process, but what if you took a minute to appreciate the area you just cleaned? Not only does it make the effort feel worth it, but it also helps you stay motivated to keep going. When I first started cleaning, I would clean one area, then rush to the next without stopping. But then I decided to sit and really take in the space I had just cleaned. I would sit on my freshly cleaned desk or look at the cleared countertop and simply enjoy the calm. This moment of pause allowed me to feel accomplished and gave me a boost to continue cleaning the next area. I was honestly surprised by how motivating it felt to stop, breathe, and appreciate the tidy space. This small habit changed the way I approached cleaning. Now, whenever I clean a corner or a specific spot, I make sure to take a minute to relax and soak it all in. It gives me energy to keep going and helps me create a more relaxed, clutter-free environment. It's not just about cleaning, it's about creating a space that you actually enjoy being in. Here's a simple step you can try today after cleaning any space. Take 5 minutes to sit down, enjoy the cleanliness, and really appreciate how it feels. It's a quick, easy way to recharge and stay motivated for the next task. So, have you tried any of these tips yet? Let me know in the comments what you've decided to tackle first, whether it's clearing out your space or enjoying the clean areas you've created. I'd love to hear about your progress to sum it all up. Keeping your space tidy and organized isn't about perfection. It's about making small intentional changes that make life easier and more enjoyable. Every little step counts. And just so you know, tomorrow's video is going to be something you won't want to miss. We're going to dive into practical tips about things we should stop buying in 2026 to simplify our lives, save money, and truly embrace minimalist living. It's a perfect follow-up to today's challenge, and trust me, you'll want to know exactly what these items are. If you're ready to take your life to the next level, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on tomorrow's game-changing tips. You won't regret it. Looking forward to seeing you there.